Dr. Matty will be unable to make his usual speech today due to a temporary illness. However, his son, Michael Matty, will now speak to you from the studio in New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Matty speaking. I'm leaving tomorrow to take charge of the camp in Interlaken during my father's illness. I know very little about the camp as I haven't spent much time there. But I do know that interest in good music is more widespread today than ever before. Radio programs featuring classical numbers are among the most popular on the air, while phonograph records of great singers and symphony orchestras outsell even those of popular dance bands. Just to cite an instance, there's a cheap burlesque theater on 14th Street where the audience goes wild over young girls singing grand opera. I know because I happened to be passing by when I heard her voice coming over the loudspeaker in the lobby.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matty.
And she got 9 encores. I counted them.
You have just heard Mr. Matty
The idea of taking me out like that. What did I do?
If your father heard that broadcast, he'd had a relapse.
Why should he object? I was talking about good music.
Grand opera and a burlesque show?
So you don't believe me, eh?
It's a very funny thing you should ask me that. I don't.
Okay, I'll bet you $100. Pardon me, but would you please call up the Standard Theater and ask what time Toodles goes on?
What time to... Miss Toodles.
Toodles.
I'll take the bet.
Okay. Don't mind, I'll take the money.
Something phony about this. I'm going inside.
Okay, have it your way.
Do please, man.
Thanks. I thought you'd like that one. That number usually goes over pretty well. I'll sing it again for you boys.
There you are. Pay off, sucker.
Ombra si cara, vogliamo dare rete con me al mio piede. Ah, vola, vola. Ad ogni ora ci può trovare, adesso ancora vieni a danzare.
And you recommended this to millions of radio listeners.
Appreciate good music.
How you going to explain your way out of this?
First thing is to get out of here. Now what?
A bit of nostalgia. Police raid.
Hooray!
What'll we do? You know what'll mean if I get caught? Beat it out the window. Go on, hurry. Oh, wait a minute. Here's $100. Oh, but Nady, how about you? I won't need it where I'm going. Oh, but now, hurry, go on, go on.
Come here, you! Come here! God, let go of him. Come on. Stop that girl! Stop her!
Redwood!
In the name of the law!
Please.
Get back here! Get out of the way, you mugs! Hey! Out of the way from the law! Come on, get back. Get back. Oh, Stokes, you reporters are always in the way.
Yeah?
Where'd that girl go?
What girl?
The girl from the show.
Camel and turkey's costume?
Yeah.
Bloom headdress?
Yeah, that's the one.
Just got in this car.
What car?
There it goes.
What?
Hello, we got company.
What are you doing in here?
Please, the cops. I'll go back to reform school if they get me.
Reform school?
You can let me out in a couple of blocks.
In those clothes?
Oh, I can change right here.
Oh, no, wait. We'll take you home.
Oh, that's dumb, mister. That's the first place they'll look for me.
Well, you must have somebody that'll take you in.
Nope, only Mady, my partner in the act. And she'll be in the clink for the next 60 days, sure. Imagine, just for trying to make a decent living.
strange world, isn't it?
It's hard luck. You know, you'd like maybe if you knew her. She's swell. She brought me up.
Brought you up.
I've got her to thank for being where I am.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're stuck with her, George.
We let her change in your apartment.
Oh, you guys don't have to help me if you don't want to.
No?
No need to stick your necks out. I guess you mean well, even if you do look like a couple of stuffed shirts.
She means you.
Nah, both of you. But I guess you can't help how you look, can you?
No, it's a little late for me to be worth.
No. How do you do, Mr. Smith?
Je te request, ma belle dit ce soir, ce matin, on va l'embouler d'abord, non?
Oh, yes, frequently.
Oh,
George.
Yeah. My wife's kitchen curtains. They're lovely material. Crepe de chine. Little expensive, but we always like the best. I got a psychic flash. We have to get her out of here.
You're not kidding, are you?
Lovable cat.
Hey, what's the big idea?
There's the bedroom. You can change in there.
Hey, this is some joint.
Yeah, this kind of snazzy.
Glad you like it, Toodles.
Big time stuff, huh? What a funny looking piano.
That's nearly 100 years old.
Can't you afford a new one?
Well, it was handed down to me by my grandmother.
You were a sucker to take it.
The bedroom is back here.
Tell me, Toodles, how did you learn to sing?
Listening to phonograph records.
Will you cut out the clowning? The bedroom is over here, south by east.
No, honest. And believe me, it took plenty of time, too.
I'll bet it did.
Matey kept me at it.
You sing anything else besides the Shadow Song?
Well, let's see. I sang Voices of Spring last season.
Yeah, that was last season. This season, the voice of experience, and the bedroom is over here.
Just a minute, George. You mean this?
Yeah, something like that.
Sing it for me, will you?
Why?
Oh, I'd like to hear your voice.
You heard it before, didn't you?
Yeah, well, he didn't have his mind on it at the time.
Who's that guy?
Well, that's Beethoven. Why?
He needs a haircut. I don't mean a thing without Matey's act.
Look, I don't want to interrupt or hurry you, but do you realize that we could get 5 years for harboring a fugitive?
What? Oh, I never thought of that.
No, I didn't think you did.
Well, let's get her out of here.
That's what I say.
What'll we do with her?
It's our solemn duty to turn her over to the police.
That's right. Oh, but they'd put her in reform school.
Yeah. She's getting bad company there.
That's right, too.
Yeah, we can't have that on our conscience.
No, not a bit.
Yeah, young girl, all alone in the big city, you know what I mean?
If anything happened to her, we'd be responsible.
Yeah. Can't have that on our conscience either.
What can we do? I suppose we couldn't look after her, could we?
Oh, no. 2 men?
Oh.
Goodness sake, most unsuitable.
Yes, that's silly.
Very silly, very silly. Of course, it's kind of a shame not to develop that voice.
Oh, it's a crime. I suppose the judge would put her in our custody, but... Oh, well, that's ridiculous, too.
Yeah, positively ridiculous.
Sure.
Where is she?
What? Oh, that's right. Hey, where are you going? Don't go down the fire escape. What do you mean by running out of it
I don't
like
want
that?
to get you guys into trouble.
Now, look, we want to take you to see the judge.
No, you don't.
Hey, look, give me here.
Ow, my good leg.
We want you to go to Interlaken.
What?
Interlaken?
Yes.
I never heard of that reform school. Nothing
It
goes.
isn't a reform school.
Come on, kid. Let's give him the real old Interlaken welcome.
Liberty and
a man in the run, sing for Union and its joyful patriotic song. Let marshal open fire and smoke and liberty send its mighty men. The flag of liberty comes to shoot, and our western land. The anthem of the brave and true is called to echo far and true. Red and white and starry blue, it's freedom, shield and hope of the nation beneath their flag of
Thanks for the welcome. We're going to have a wonderful summer. And I think I have some ideas that'll put this camp on the map. Hooray! One of them has to do with Mr. George Thomas, the publicity agent for the Manhattan Opera Company. Boys and girls, Mr. George Thomas. Mr. Thomas is an old friend of mine. He's going to spend a few days here at the camp looking it over with the view of our participating in the big benefit show at the Manhattan, which comes at the end of our season. And now I want to introduce a new student, Miss Toodles Laverne.
Hiya, kids.
Thanks very much. George, will you take care of Toodles? I want to go up and see Dad.
Well, you better take her through registration first. You want to spend some time with her.
Okay, only take a minute. How do you do, Miss Clark? How are you?
I'm very glad to see you, Mr. Maddie.
Thank you. Glad to see you. Would you mind giving me a registration blank? I want to issue a new scholarship.
Oh, I'm afraid we'll have to get Miss Worth's approval for that.
Miss Worth? What Miss Worth? Who's she?
She's our new efficiency expert.
So we have one of those, eh?
Mr. Stevens put her in here. He's chairman of the board of directors, you know.
Oh, I see.
Frankly, they've a pretty big deficit. I suppose it's only natural they should worry, but...
But why should they bother my father when he's ill?
Exactly.
All right, I'll see Miss Worth, and I'll have a definite understanding with her right now.
She's in the next office.
Thank you. Pardon me, where's Miss Worth?
I'm Miss Worth.
Yes. Really?
Why do you look so surprised?
Why, I expected to find someone different. You know the type, horn-rimmed glasses and good serviceable underwear.
Sorry, Mr. Maddie. Won't you sit down?
I'd like to, but I can't linger now. I haven't seen my father yet. What the deuce are you doing here?
I beg your pardon.
I mean, a charming girl like you in a job like this.
Why shouldn't I be charming in a job like this?
Oh, you should, of course. I'm not finding fault with you for that. But you look like you didn't have any brains.
Thanks.
Oh, I mean business brains.
I haven't. I'm just naturally tidy, and I like budgets to balance.
How old-fashioned. But go on, I'm all ears.
So I noticed. Is there something I can do for you?
A lot of things.
For instance?
Well, I'd like to issue a scholarship.
Oh. I'm afraid that's impossible.
Impossible?
Well, you see, we've already exceeded our quota of scholarships. And it would get me off to a very bad start if I approved another one.
Yes, of course it would, but don't think another thing about it. I'll figure it out. I've got to. She's already here.
Can't you send her back?
Oh, no. I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry. But, well, I was sent here as a sort of last resort to try and save the investment. The board of directors would seize the slightest pretext to withdraw their money. So you can see we have to be terribly careful.
Oh, that's all right. I'll pay for the scholarship myself.
Very unbusinesslike. I'm afraid you're an idealist, Mr. Maddie. You must feel the girl will be a great asset to the school.
Yes, indeed, indeed. You don't find them like her every day. She's 1 in 1,000.
What's her name?
Toodles Laverne.
Toodles?
Toodles.
Hey, what kind of a clip joint is this? They're trying to take my dough away from me.
All the students deposit their money with us.
They must be sapped.
Miss Worth, this is Mr. Thomas, and this is Miss Laverne.
Toodles?
Toodles, yes. She's a nice little thing. Heart of gold.
Now, listen, Toodles, while you're here, you'll have to abide by the rules.
Oh, all right. But I want a receipt.
By all means. Every student here is equal, Toodles. You all get $2 a week spending money. The rest will be returned to you when you leave.
Yes, well, I'll have someone show her to her account.
I'm going to love it here.
Charming girl. I'm sure she'll be an asset to the camp.
But you haven't heard her sing yet.
Oh, she sings. I thought she'd play the harp.
It isn't time yet.
Now.
Hello, Dad.
That ought to cure anything.
How have you been?
That's right. Oh, yes, son. I've been waiting for you to get around to me.
I'm sorry, Dad, but I had to see Miss Worth.
Efficiency expert.
Now, Dad, the arrangement might have certain advantages.
For you mean? Not much. You're not even going to be here. You're going straight back to New York.
Now, look, Dad, I came up here to help you.
No!
You've overtaxed your strength. You've been trying to do too much.
Well, nobody will ever be able to say that about you.
I tell you, this time it's going to be different.
Well, that's what you say every time. Why, with your voice, you could have done big things. But you never will stick at anything.
Well, I'm going to stick up here as long as you need me. Now, that's final. Come on, Dad. Tell me in a few words how to run this camp, huh?
In a few words.
I liked your singing in the parade.
Yeah? Oh, you're the guy that was playing the fiddle.
I'm Heimo Haitto.
What do you do for it?
That's my name. I'm a refugee from Finland, and I'm also a composer.
What have you ever written?
Oh, a lot of things. I'll let you in on a secret. You heard what Mr. Maddie said about the Manhattan show? Well, I've got an idea for it.
Is it any good?
Is it any good? Why, it's comedy. It's novelty. It's absolutely unique. Imagine our gang singing against the biggest Manhattan stars.
You know, you seem like a regular guy. What'd you ever come here for?
Why, for the opportunities. Back there is Professor Eleanor of the brass section. And there's Professor Puccelli. He teaches composition. And now over there's the percussion section.
You did that on purpose.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was an accident.
I have a good mind to sock you.
Okay, come on.
Out of the way, dumb cluck. You're jamming the traffic.
You keep out of this.
Oh, yeah?
Come on. You should have let me do that.
I'm used to fighting.
Well, this is as far as I can go. The girls' camp is right here. But I'll be seeing you around.
Yeah, I'm afraid you will. What a dump.
Toodles Laverne?
That's me.
Oh, I'm Miss Wilson, your counselor. And this is Dolly Lair.
Hello, Toodles.
And Kay Connor.